There we go. Well, hello.
Cheers, everyone,
Cheers.
from the Luau Lair.
Yes, cheers from the Luau Lair. This is a new and upcoming podcast for you. We're just... hello, my name is Aloha Dragon, and I'm here with my friend, Mr. Random.
Yeah, he brought on a random. I'm here, yes.
Yeah, it's a random. Don't know why, but just did. We're here to provide you guys with some amazing content, some funny times, and just some weird talks that we have. Because we've had countless talks before, and it's just random between us two.
To preface, whenever we're on a Discord call, we just talk it's just banter, it's just stories, it's honestly amazing.
It's just crazy.
And at some point, we just thought to ourselves, why the heck are we not recording this?
Because all of it is amazing content, and that's what we're here once again to provide you guys with. Because it is an astounding realization that we made that we could be actually giving more people more joy by just us being ourselves.
We could also farm clout, but that's not why you're here.
As you can see, the very two different personalities we have in the room.
And we got more people on the way, but right now this is
episode 1.
Just a pilot episode.
This is a pilot episode 1.
And you can tell we're new to this because we're overlapping each other. But very soon we're going to work out the kinks. We're going to provide you guys with a podcast experience that you would want to like, comment, and subscribe to. That's right. This is on YouTube.
That is correct. This is on YouTube. And hopefully, soon enough, we might have a Instagram page.
Let's not get too ahead of ourselves.
Oh, come on. I said hopefully.
50 subscribers and we'll do an Instagram.
50 subscribers, yes, that's where we're going to start off. If we get 50 subscribers by the end of the month, we'll
I'm sorry, guys. To the audience, I'm sorry. We should be more modest. 60.
Yes, more modest. 60. Oh, yes. My God.
Yes.
Yes. But, Mr. Random here claims that he knows a lot about Spanish since taking 3 years in high school. So I wanted to test him with one word.
All right, let's hear it.
Psicostanflautico.
All right.
Come on, Mr. Random.
Before we started recording, Psicostanflautico.
Flautico, not flautico.
Psicostanflautico.
Yes. What does it mean?
Is that 2 words or 1 word?
1 word.
If it was 2 words, I could have... We could bleep that in post.
Yeah, I'm gonna be doing the editing though.
Yeah, I'll try to limit how much editing you need to do. Don't worry about it.
Don't worry. Yeah.
Psicostanflautico. Since it's tico, I can guess that it's an adjective.
Okay.
I'm just gonna guess annoying. Or some synonym of annoying.
Not at all. You are incorrect. Totally. You know why?
Why?
'Cause it's a made-up word. That is my nickname between me and my grandfather. That's what we call each other. It's a name. It has no actual meaning, but a name.
That's gotta be the stupidest name I've ever heard.
My grandfather made it up in a car when I was 5. We were literally in a car ride.
Name. All right. You get a pass.
I get a pass. Ooh. Ay. Well,
how are you gonna go about editing my F word out though?
Probably just find some way of me screaming over it and overlapping it.
Oh, we used the clink sound as a censor.
We could. Just freaking. Wow, that was better than the beginning one.
Yeah, we should just record that and then overlap that.
That's too much.
That's too much work, though. I feel like a simple censor wouldn't be that bad, though.
Yeah, a simple censor just.
Yep.
Yeah. But you know what's been on my mind lately, and I wanted to talk to you about because we started talking about this earlier before recording.
All right, go ahead.
In the Heights, the Broadway musical movie that just came out on HBO Max.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
In your opinion, how good is the movie?
I thought, as a standalone cinematic experience, it was really good. I feel like you would get more out of it if you also saw the show or at least listened to the songs from the original cast beforehand. Because the plot changes slightly, but it overall has the same meanings and tones and all of that. If you like musical theater and musical movies, you're going to love In the Heights.
It's a great, amazing performance by the whole cast. And you know what's funny? Lin-Manuel Miranda wrote that in high school.
Oh yeah.
He wrote it in high school. That was like what? How I don't even know how old he is. But I'm guessing
that's where we are right now.
Yeah. Well, you just got out of high school. I'm a senior.
Yeah, I'm out of here.
Yeah. But what were you going to say, Random?
Speaking of the cast, I thought it was a little, to me it felt a little bit, at first it felt a little bit off-putting that they did shuffle up the cast, because the guy who played Sonny in the musical played Usnavi in the movie.
No.
Yes.
Wait, what? The guy who played Sonny...
Who was the guy who played shiitake mushrooms? You didn't... I paused. Shiitake mushrooms. They are really good. But on the other hand, who was the guy... He played John Lawrence in Hamilton. But he also played Sonny in the original Broadway show.
Wait, you mean the guy in the cart?
No, that's the Piragua guy. That was Lin-Manuel.
Yeah, that was Lin-Manuel. Oh, you're talking about the guy who plays, Usnavi.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I don't know. I don't think he was in the original show. He was in Hamilton, but I don't think he was in the original show.
I'm pretty sure he was, though.
I'm pretty sure he wasn't.
Anthony Ramos Martinez or Ramirez?
Anthony Ramos.
I clicked off too fast.
I think it's
Martinez.
Okay. I don't think he was in the actual production.
I'm pretty sure he was, though.
You can... Because Lin-Manuel Miranda said that they didn't meet until Hamilton.
Oh.
Yeah, that's what they said. They didn't meet until they were in Hamilton. So, but what's one thing I really love about it is it's not about the movie was phenomenal. I do recommend seeing it on HBO Max and wherever it's streaming near you in the movies. But one thing I loved about it so much was what Lin-Manuel Miranda said when they did interviews. He said when he was writing the script, he was writing Usnavi for himself. But when the actor who played Usnavi now, I'm sorry, the name fades my head. What was his name?
Anthony Ramos.
Anthony Ramos. Lin-Manuel Miranda. There we go. When he did the movie, he said, I played Usnavi. But Anthony Ramirez, that's not his name. What's his name?
Anthony Ramos Martinez.
Anthony Ramos was born for the role. The role was made for Anthony Ramos. I played Usnavi, but the role was made for Anthony Ramos. And I thought that was so special. The writer, the creator, the guy who played Usnavi says, I may have wrote and played the script out, but that character was not meant for me.
That takes a huge amount of maturity to realize that, or
But
at least come to that.
Or not even maturity. How about the amount of creativity Anthony Ramos had?
Yeah. He performed that phenomenally.
Exactly. That's what made it so spectacular. And there's so much raw emotion in this. Both of us coming from drama students ourselves.
Yep.
You know, we've seen a lot of that. We have seen a lot of that.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of people portraying themselves on the stage, and I feel like this would be a good time to mention that in 2018, my freshman year, our school actually put on In the Heights.
Yes, you guys did. A year before I even got into the high school, but yes, you did. And I thought, at first, honest to God, I didn't know what In the Heights was. Never saw the original play, never saw your guys's. So, when I started watching this, I was like, what is In the Heights? I know, I'm talking about I'm praising the movie, I'm praising everything he said, but...
This was years ago, he gets a pass.
Yes. And so, when I watched it for the first time, immediately... I thought I saw my family members. Not even gonna lie. In so many characters, I saw my family members. I come from a Latino family. I really do.
And it's hilarious because most of them were played by Asians.
No. It was a Latin cast.
No, I'm talking about our In the Heights.
Oh, you're In the Heights. No, I'm talking about the movie.
Oh, you're talking about the movie. I thought you were talking about the first time I ever went...
No.
You're gonna have to bleep the name.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to bleep the name.
I'm sorry. First time I ever saw that high school, I saw people and those faces.
No. I'm talking about the movie.
Okay.
Specify people out there while listening to this podcast. I'm specifying the movie In the Heights that is premiering on HBO Max. I will keep promoting the movie because that's how good it is. I thought when I first saw that, I thought, oh my gosh, this feels like my family. Some of the characters felt like my family. And,
yeah, the movie is about accepting and embracing your heritage and doing things with your family.
Yes, it is. But more than that, it's a lot of it is talking about first generations and coming to America generations kind of living and growing up in Washington Heights and how difficult and how very different it is. Because
and how each perspectives and ideals are different from one generation to the other.
Exactly. See, that's where it transpires for me. I am the first generation of my family born here.
Mm-hmm.
And my father came to this country. Mm-hmm. So it's so cool to see that being portrayed. Because it was amazing the way that they played with the emotion and the way that they played the music. It felt so realistic and so lively.
And it really brought on, I can't really understand what you're saying that much, but I could feel the camaraderie between everybody.
Yes.
How even though they might be in a place that's hard to pay rent or something along those lines.
People
I feel
leaving, people moving out.
They cling on to their heritage and traditions, and it's beautiful how they're able to cling on to those, so they can be able to grow.
There was one specific song that showed exactly what you were saying.
Carnival?
Yes, Carnaval.
Esa bonita bandera.
Yes.
Bandera.
Carnaval del
Carnaval del Barrio.
Del Barrio. Thank you. Sorry, I blank on names a lot, and that's what you
3
guys.
3 years of Spanish coming in clutch, guys.
Yes, it is, and I come from a whole heritage of Spanish-speaking lines, so.
And for all you gringos, I feel like I'm saying that right. Gringos. The translation is neighborhood carnival.
Yes, basically yes. I think I would have worded it to all you non-Spanish speakers, but we're not trying to be mean. We're not trying to be. We're just trying to. We're talking as ourselves here.
Trust me, if you thought that was offensive, wait until next episode.
And we are not even gonna get there if you in next episode.
Wow, just foreshadowing me being offensive is already getting Twitter on fire.
Yeah. Yes, it
really,
is.
I haven't even done anything yet.
Yes, it is. But so much of that song alone, there was parts where Diane, what's her name? What is the character's names? Hold on, let me pull this up.
Daniela and Carla.
Daniela, yes, Daniela and Carla.
And they added a third girl, but
they did add a third girl, but I think that's very good what they did.
They did.
They did, and I like that they did that. I really do, because that to me felt like they're adding another character that has a little more fun with her role. Cause that role it's like adding a new character. Something's already there, so it's just a blank slate. So there's so much you could have done with that. She's like the hair girl, salon girl, the sassy girl, talking. And what's really cool is that she really did that well. She really played the salon girl well.
To be honest, for me, I'm indifferent. If she wasn't in the movie, I felt like I would have felt the same about all those scenes. Because, me personally, she did add some elements, comedic, interpersonal elements to the story, but it felt like that character was just another gossip girl that would have showed up. That specific stereotype.
Well, yes and no.
My opinion.
Well, yeah, that's true. But in my opinion, it's a yes and no situation.
Mm-hmm.
The reason why I say that, I'm trying to pull up the characters. I have a whole list for that. Where? Okay, here it is. There we go. So Danny, it's actually not Daniela, it's Danny. That's the girl who starts off this scene, and her character. Oh Jesus! If you've ever had an aunt that just talks, it's that sassy, like, don't mess with me, I'm a boss. That is who Danny is. She is a woman who has every right in her own to do whatever she sees fit. And that's what's so cool about her character.
It's just exuding confidence.
Exactly. And what's funny is I don't even have a biological aunt, but I have a godmother who seems that way. And that's what's so fun about this. But she comes into this scene, and she goes, "Hey, what is all this, madness I'm seeing here? Why are you guys all sitting around the table? What?"
It's a heat wave, but when
have Latino people ever been afraid of heat?
And it's real. That scene, people are still a little bit bummed and feeling powerless. See what I did there? About the blackout.
Yeah, that is another kind of with Vanessa and Sunny. They come in saying, "Why are y'all celebrating? Abuela Claudia just died. We have blackouts. We have no power. We are powerless." They're trying to tell everybody, it's not a time to celebrate. But then I love what Usnavi does. that connected so well. He's saying, we may be powerless. Heck, call the coroners. You know, but it's not about what's happening right now. It's how we intend to react to it.
And that's really powerful, because I remember in the original cast, all he said was, he won the lottery, he's giving a third to you, Sonny. Don't be sad, you have money now. That's what they did in the original play, but here they made it more powerful, tying in all the themes. It was just a brilliant work.
It really was. And I think it felt so natural to see.
It's like a realistic response from an older brother figure.
Exactly. That's what, myself, I have an older brother, but we get along. We mess with each other, but it's the older brother figure in this that really shines through me. Usnavi plays not even older brother. He plays father figure. To Usnavi, he's basically a father figure.
I can see that.
And that's what's so cool about it. And, and I also love that, they bring in, like, we are Latinos, hold your flag high and being proud about it, to, but we're powerless, we have no power, Abuela Claudia just died, and I'm sorry if I botched that name by accident, I don't mean to, and all this, but I love to see that when Vanessa comes into the play, but right before the powerless thing, Vanessa comes in, she's still going, why is everyone singing, why is everybody partying, we have no power, but she mentions going to the club with a friend, and Danny and Kuka, and
she just comes in, knows exactly what to say.
Yeah, and Carla, they're all like, don't pretend Usnavi's your friend. Don't pretend. Now, I am able, it's, like, don't pretend. You two, there's chemistry.
You get all your coffee for free.
Yes, you get all your coffee for free. There's chemistry there. And that's what feels so fluent about this. And, of course, we have Lin-Manuel Miranda, I have horrible English right now, I apologize, come in going, Isame Bandera, he kind of background but main singer, which was
and
so
to be
cool.
honest, the thing about the Piragua guy is that it's such a really cool thing. No, I don't want to say thing because it's too simplistic.
Did you hear about when they were starting to direct this whole thing, the co-writer who made this with Miranda? I'm just going to use his last name just for the sake of me not always having to say his full name.
Okay.
That the Piagua guy was almost cut.
Really? I mean, the thing was, he doesn't contribute much to the main story, but the
Exactly what the co-writer said. He doesn't compute much to the story, but,
it's a little thing. It's just one extra part, and I feel like that Piragua guy represents the whole block because it's sort of the lifeblood. It represents what they're going for. Piragua, snow cones keep scraping by.
Exactly.
It's such
but here's
beautiful
what's so
imagery.
funny. Here's what's so funny. When they did that, the co-writer was going, the Piragua guy's gonna be cut. He has no meaning to the storyline, but he can be saved just if you play the role. That's how, because originally Miranda wasn't going to play. He wasn't going to be in this movie at all. He had no intention of being in it. But his co-writer was like, Piragua guy, we still haven't cast him. We still haven't cast Piragua. And then
I feel like that's such a beautiful cameo from the original writer, Lin-Manuel Miranda, because it does represent growth and growing up. He is now sort of looking on from the spotlight, from the sidelines, but he's still helping out with everything else.
You know what was so funny? In the beginning, towards the beginning when he's singing, he's like, "Oh, I run this town, but there's this new ice cream shop and all that."
And it's funny because it was an ice cream truck driven by Christopher Jackson.
Yeah. And what's funny is, I don't know if you saw the end credit scene.
I saw.
But the ice truck broke down.
It
and
broke
who did
down.
everyone go to? Who did everyone go to? Piragua guy.
$1, $2.
Uh-huh.
That was such a nice thing because
And
Piragua guy isn't really. That's such a beautiful thing because there's a nuance to that. Like $1, okay, $2. It does. That means he is a little bit on the sleazy side, but that's how everybody is. That's just realism.
And
That's what's really cool.
He's using he's getting his profit in. That's what's super cool about this.
Keep scraping by.
Keep scraping by, exactly. And also, I love I love how there's relationship, there's growth, there's family. There's family. That's what
Just the story of In the Heights. We could go even more into all of the plots, the subplots, more characters. But overall, it's just a beautiful film with a beautiful script, with a beautiful cast. It's just a really great watch.
And Abuela Claudia, oh my god, she reminded me so much of my grandmother.
I actually really liked how they moved Paciencia y Fe back. I really like how they moved it back to right before she died. Because in the original, it was just Paciencia y Fe was just some point before the club. And it was just like, okay, we got some background of Abuela Claudia. That's cool. But now this was right before she died. It's like a flashback. And
no, it wasn't a flashback. Actually, it wasn't.
It was like a dream sequence, but
it was a dream sequence of her going through, because they didn't symbolize it but they didn't symbolize it the way that it would show more through the audience. But the way they did it was that wasn't a dream sequence. That was her life, her whole life flashing right throughout her life. Her eyes. That was death, showing her beginning of America when she came here as a child, as an infant, to now, to her death. That was death basically saying, this is everything you've done. Now you have two choices. You can stay and continue and die working, or I think it's your time to peacefully go. That's what was happening. That's what's giving her an option she's experienced, remembered all of her life. She's talking about her mom and how, she struggled at first to find a job in America, and then, she found it as a cleaning lady, of all things. As a clean lady, and shined and cleaned everything proudly.
For years and years.
For years. And then she had to ask her question to herself right before she chose which direction she was going. The one question that was brought up, not even brought up, but that was mentioned in the beginning, when it is in the Heights, the beginning song. Abuela Claudia's, this is her neighborhood. That one question she had to ask herself.
Am I okay leaving this with the people that I raised?
Exactly.
And of course the answer was yes, but I feel like it was still a melancholy experience for her and the audience.
I know. And of course the way this was symbolizing death is because towards the end of that song, it was just silence when she was walking up the stairs. That was her, because she had lived in Washington Heights most of her life. And she's walking up the same stairs that she would walk up every day. But this time, it's taking her to a much better place.
Her final destination.
Exactly. That's what's so beautiful about this movie. It has so many up and downs. It has so many things about life.
It really is awesome.
It's amazing. You wouldn't get this with, you would get this with Marvel movies, but not this in depth. not
Marvel
showing
movies, you get the extremes. You get people with superhuman abilities doing superhuman things.
Yes.
But here,
You know
Diego,
what?
I feel like you can
Yes.
go ahead and say that. You should say this.
For here, it is so much more authentic, much more proudful for the Latino community. And it's so amazing to see this, all of this. I don't know what I just did there with my voice, but
I think that was your inner Latino community coming out.
Oh, yeah, or either inner Chewbacca, you know. But you know, and it's so amazing. It's so profound. It's so incredibly beautiful. I recommend all of you guys watch In the Heights, now streaming on HBO Max, or if it's in theaters around you, go check it out.
Hashtag not sponsored.
Not sponsored. But
what's funny is that
Mr. Miranda, if you're seeing this, however, and you want to, you know, help us out, you know. But
we could talk about this for a long while. But
And
I feel like something I do want to add is that if we had Jose here, he's another one of our friends. This would have gone on for hours and hours on end.
Yes, it would. Yes.
So Jose, if you're watching this, hit us up. We want you on our podcast.
Yes, it is. Don't disclose our names because we're using. Even though
first names are fine. First
names are fine. Yeah, that's true. But
like if a first name subs out, we're fine. The things you do have to bleep are the F-bombs and our school name.
Yes.
That's your homework.
That is my homework. Well, I think for now this will cut off episode 1, and I think this was a beautiful topic that we talked about. We get into more of these topics, everyone. We really do.
To be honest, this was more profound and thoughtful than usual.
Well, but it's still something that we both enjoy talking about.
Yeah, definitely.
You know, and once again, we will get other of our friends on. We will get more people for you guys to experience all of our just craziness.
And you might be thinking, these people, aren't they just your friends? No, they're our friends, and they have just amazing, unique personalities.
They do. They really do.
And we may sound like just two guys just chatting, but I feel like you caught glimpses of some of our inner selves at the same time.
Our lives are inner selves. You're
and
seeing
that's
what
the beauty of a podcast.
Exactly. You know, and we're just here to create beautiful content for y'all, and I don't think that's well, of course one of us wants clout, you know, gain clout. But
there's always the one guy. It's not you.
There's always the one, you know. But you know, I think this is beautiful. I think this is where we're gonna sign off for tonight. Well, we'll make more episodes, but I think we're gonna sign off on episode 1 for right now, and we'll talk to y'all in the next ones.
All right, lads. Stay cozy. Have a great night.
Bye, y'all. Stay flamey.